Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's episode. I am Jake, and this is your special podcast where we learn how to speak English better, step by step. I am very happy that you are here with me today. Today, we are going to talk about something very important. The topic is how to train your brain to speak in English. Many English learners study hard. They read books, memorize words, and try to learn grammar. But sometimes they find it very hard to speak English fluently. Does this happen to you? Don't worry, you are not alone. The secret is training your brain. Your brain can learn to think and speak in English naturally, just like your first language. Once you train your brain, speaking English becomes easier, faster, and more confident. In this episode, I will share simple steps and practical tips that you can start using today. These steps will help you listen, think, and speak in English naturally, even if you are a beginner. So, stay with me, and by the end of this podcast, your brain will be ready to start speaking English more confidently. Let's get started. Step 1 is very simple, but very powerful. Immerse your brain in English. What does this mean? It means you surround yourself with English every day. Your brain learns by seeing and hearing English a lot. The more you listen and read, the faster your brain understands English. For example, you can watch English movies or TV shows. At first, it may be difficult to understand everything, and that is okay. Try to listen to the sounds, the words, and the sentences. Your brain will start to recognize them slowly. You can also listen to English podcasts or songs. Even if you do not understand all the words, your brain is learning the rhythm and structure of English. Reading is also very important. Start with simple books, stories, or articles in English. Try to read a few sentences every day. Do not worry if you do not know every word. Focus on understanding the general meaning. The key is consistency. Even 10 or 15 minutes every day is very helpful. Your brain starts to get used to English, and soon you will start thinking in English naturally. So, remember, listen, watch, and read in English every day. The more you immerse your brain, the easier it will be to speak English later. Step 2 is very important for speaking English faster. This step is, stop translating, think directly in English. Many learners make this mistake. They think in their first language and then try to translate into English. For example, you might think, I want to eat food in your language first, and then try to say it in English. This takes time and slows down your speaking. Instead, try to think in English from the start. Start with small things in your daily life. For example, when you see a cup, say in your mind, this is a cup. When you eat breakfast, say to yourself, I am eating eggs. When you walk outside, think, the sun is shining. You do not need to speak loudly at first. Thinking in English in your mind is enough. Your brain is learning to connect words and ideas in English directly, without translation. Another tip is to label things around you in English. For example, put a small paper on your door and write door. Write chair on your chair, table on your table. Every time you see them, say the word in English. This trains your brain to think in English automatically. Remember, thinking in English is practice too. The more you do it, the easier it becomes to speak without stopping or translating. So, start today. Think in English, even for simple things. Your brain will thank you, and your speaking will become faster and smoother. Step 3 is very exciting because it helps you turn your English thoughts into real speech. This step is speak out loud every day. Many learners read, listen, and think in English, but they do not practice speaking. Speaking is a skill, just like playing football or piano. If you do not practice, your brain and mouth will not work together smoothly. You do not need a partner to speak English. You can speak to yourself at home. Here are some simple ways to do it. Read aloud from a book, article, or story. This helps you hear your own voice and practice pronunciation. Repeat phrases from a movie, podcast, or song. Copy the way native speakers say them. Describe your actions. For example, while cooking, say, I am cutting tomatoes. I am boiling water. Talk about your day. Before bed, say, today I woke up at 7 a.m. I ate breakfast. I studied English. Speaking out loud every day trains your brain and your mouth together. Your brain will learn to form sentences faster, and your mouth will learn the sounds of English. Even if you make mistakes, it is okay. The more you speak, the more confident you become. Do not wait for perfect grammar. The important thing is to speak every day. So, start today. Speak out loud, even for 5 or 10 minutes. Your brain will start to recognize English as your natural way to communicate, and your fluency will improve quickly. Step 4 is very helpful, especially for beginners. This step is use simple words and phrases. Many learners think they must use big words and long sentences to speak English well. But this is not true. Using simple words helps your brain and mouth work together easily. It makes speaking faster and more confident. For example, instead of saying, I am extremely delighted to see you today, you can say, I am very happy to see you. It is simple, easy to say, and easy to understand. Start by learning common phrases you can use every day. How are you? I like it. I want water. I don't know. Use these phrases in your daily life. Your brain will remember them naturally, and you will feel more confident speaking. Later, when you are comfortable, you can add new words and make longer sentences. Remember, simple words are powerful. They help your brain focus on thinking and speaking, not on complicated grammar or difficult words. So, always start simple, speak clearly, and gradually your English will improve step by step. Step 5 is very powerful. This step is train your brain with questions. Asking questions in English helps your brain think in English and practice speaking naturally. Instead of waiting for someone to ask you, you can ask yourself questions every day. For example, you can start with simple questions. What did I eat today? What will I do tomorrow? How am I feeling now? Try to answer these questions in English, even if it is short. For example, I ate eggs and bread. Tomorrow I will study English. I feel happy. You can also ask questions about your surroundings. What is this? Where is my phone? Who is that person? By asking and answering questions, your brain gets used to forming sentences in English automatically. It is like training your brain to speak without thinking too much. So, start today. Ask yourself at least 5 questions in English. Your brain will become stronger, and your English speaking will improve much faster. Step 6 is very important. This step is make mistakes without fear. Many English learners feel nervous about speaking because they are afraid of making mistakes. They think, what if I say it wrong? Or, people will laugh at me. But here's the truth. Making mistakes is a normal part of learning. Mistakes are actually good for your brain. Every time you make a mistake, your brain learns the correct way. This is how you improve step by step. For example, if you say, "I go to school yesterday," it is okay. The correct sentence is, "I went to school yesterday." Your brain remembers this correction, and next time you speak, it will be better. Here are some tips to help you speak without fear. Remind yourself, it's okay to make mistakes. Speak slowly and clearly. Focus on communicating your ideas, not on being perfect. Learn from your mistakes and try again. Remember, even native speakers make mistakes sometimes. The key is to keep speaking. The more you practice without fear, the faster your brain learns, and your English becomes fluent and natural. So, start today. Speak freely, make mistakes, and learn from them. This is the secret to becoming a confident English speaker. Step 7 is very important for long-term success. This step is practice consistently and create a daily mini routine. Learning English is like training your muscles. If you practice only once in a while, progress is slow. But if you practice a little every day, your brain remembers faster, and speaking becomes easier. You do not need to spend hours. Even 15 to 20 minutes a day can make a big difference if you are consistent. Here is a simple daily mini routine you can follow. Listen for 5 to 10 minutes. Watch a video, podcast, or song in English. Speak for 5 to 10 minutes, read aloud. Describe your actions, or answer questions in English. Read or write for 5 minutes. Read a short article, or write a few sentences about your day. Doing this every day helps your brain stay in English mode. Your brain will start thinking, listening, and speaking in English naturally, even when you are not studying. Remember, consistency is the key. Small steps every day are better than long practice once a week. With this routine, your brain will become stronger, and your English will improve quickly. Step 8 is very important to keep your brain and your spirit active. This step is reward yourself and stay motivated. Learning English can take time, and sometimes it feels hard. But when you see small progress, you should celebrate it. This makes your brain feel happy, and it motivates you to keep going. For example, if you learn a new phrase or speak a sentence correctly, give yourself a small reward. It could be something simple like listening to your favorite song, watching a short video you like, treating yourself with a snack or drink. You can also keep a journal and write down your progress every day. Look back after a week or a month. You will see how much you have improved. This will make you feel proud and motivated. Remember, motivation helps your brain remember things better. When you are happy and positive, learning becomes easier. So, always celebrate small wins, reward yourself, and keep going. Your English will improve faster, and speaking confidently will feel natural and fun. Now, let's quickly review everything we learned today. We talked about how to train your brain to speak in English. First, we learned to immerse your brain in English by listening, reading, and watching English every day. Then, we talked about thinking in English instead of translating, which helps you speak faster and naturally. We also learned the importance of speaking out loud every day, even if it's just to yourself, and using simple words and phrases to build confidence. Asking yourself questions in English helps your brain practice forming sentences automatically. And remember, making mistakes without fear is normal. Mistakes are how your brain learns. We also created a daily mini routine, practicing a little every day, which makes your brain stronger and helps English become natural. And finally, we talked about rewarding yourself and staying motivated, which keeps learning fun and consistent. So, here's the most important message. Your brain can learn English, just like it learned your first language. Take small steps every day, practice consistently, and never be afraid of mistakes. Start today, and slowly but surely, you will see your English improve. You can do this, your brain is ready, and your voice can speak English confidently. Thank you for listening to today's episode. Keep practicing, stay motivated, and I will see you in the next podcast.